everybody. We're the Sugarbeats. We are from Seattle, Washington, the Huntington, Ashland area, and Johnson City, Tennessee. We're excited to be playing for this channel today.
I had been in a lot of bands that were bluegrass or country or little country rock or, square dance bands. I've done the gamut. I've been in swing bands, but they were always limited to that genre, pretty much. And I kind of wanted to play some of everything. So I grabbed her at an open mic and said, "Get on. We're going to take a ride."
I did.
And then I had another open mic. I get these two redhead girls look back and go, "Hey, will you play bass for us?" And I was like, I guess. I ain't never played bluegrass before, but I reckon. And then the next thing you know, I'm like, yes. When do you want to? I drive up here from Johnson City every single time because I love playing with these people. They are my family.
Alrighty, we're going to do a quick instrument change here. You just saw Shirley playing John Luke. That's what she has named her wonderful melodica, her man that she picked up in New Orleans.
Toting him around ever since.
Yeah, he's right by our side. And that was a song I wrote called "Burn It Down." And up next, we've got one that Shirley wrote, Cold, Cold Heart.
Well, the doctor says ain't nothing wrong with me, but I've got a sickness that he can't see. My own peculiar kind of misery. I've got trouble with a cold, cold heart. Trouble with the cold, cold heart. I've been pushed down, kicked around so many times. My heart makes its home where the sun don't shine. I can't afford the pain of turning up the heat. It gets colder with every beat. Oh, sometimes I try to pretend I care, but there's just no remedy anywhere. Trouble with the cold, cold heart. I've been pushed down, kicked around so many times. My heart makes its home where the sun don't shine. I can't afford the pain of turning up the heat. It gets colder with every beat. Oh, sometimes I try to pretend I care, but there's just no remedy anywhere for these ice crystals forming around me in the air. I've got trouble with the cold, cold heart. Oh, I've got trouble with the cold, cold heart. I started in grade school in the orchestra, and I took piano lessons. Then I put the violin for a while, and then I heard it a few years later as a fiddle and said, heck, I've got one of those in the closet. I can do that. So that's all I've been doing ever since, mostly. And that was 1978 or so.
I grew up around music. My family listened to everything from rock to bluegrass. And I came out of the womb singing, basically. And I didn't play guitar until a little bit later in life. You kind of, you get a little older, you get stressed, and then you pick up hobbies. And I just started playing every day, and I love it. Yeah, that's how I got started.
Loved music, everything about it. Just was drawn to it. And I wanted to play guitar, and a good friend of the family said, you know, you really should play bass, because a bass player could always find a job. And
That's
man,
true.
he was so right. And this instrument has taken me to some really amazing places, and I've been able to play with some absolutely amazing people and some talented folks like my wonderful mother and sister here, and my brother back there on the drums. Not really, but I'm just happy to be able to play with all of these people and have the experiences that music gave me.
I started when I was young. I've always been into music. When I graduated high school, I went to music school at Morehead State and learned about all types, and I just wanted to do as much variety as I could. Like Shirley was saying, they do all kinds of country and rock and covers and awesome originals, so good place to be.
to realize you weren't like all the other guys. You took my love and my self-respect. You drove me like you stole me, and you left me in a wreck. The hardest thing I ever tried to do is fall out of love with you. I had a dream that I went insane. I woke up calling out your name. Well, out of all the men who ought to be ashamed, you would be in the Hall of Fame. You took my love and my self-respect. You drove me like you stole me, and you left me in a wreck. The hardest thing I ever tried to do is fall out of love with you. Is fall out of love with you. She just called me the other day. She was driving, so she
I was
couldn't write
driving.
down. And she said,
was
"Hey,
going
I just
70
thought of
miles
this
an hour."
verse. Do you like it?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Write it
Yeah,
down."
one of those verses we sang tonight, I wrote at 70 miles an hour going up towards Ohio there somewhere.
We start with some lyrics, and hey, what do you think of this? And then it turns into what do you think it'd sound like if we did this? And next thing you know, it changes quite a bit, and we end up with a little bit of we're primarily the songwriters, I'd say, and we end up with a little bit of both of us, but it's usually mostly one of our lyrics.
And being spread so far apart, we don't get to practice very often. So, like, I've got songs I'm chomping at the bit to do. You know, one was stuck in my head today, but we don't do it yet. So, this one Whitney wrote. That last one was mine, and this is Whitney's. So, as far as I know, the first one that she came out with and sang in public. That's where I met her. She was singing this song. So
Not
anyway.
sure. It was an early one for sure.
Yeah. It's called the No Name Song.
The best name I had was No Name. I'm the lost, lonely island girl at work. Not to make that hustle, I just want to play in the dirt. Wear a suit, don't do no dirty job. So I wait till I get home to be a slob. Some listen to gospel, I listen to Bob, but my kindness is my church, and I preach it all day long. I just keep my mouth shut, I just keep my ears open, and then I sing alone. La da la da da, la da da, la da da, ba yup da da da, yup da ba dee da, yup da da da, yup da doo da, la da da, ya da da, just ain't my jam. 'Cause my music is my gospel. You can tell that to Uncle Sam. I just keep my eyes shut. I just keep my ears open, and then I sing along. La-di-da, la-da-da, 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 yap-da-da-da, yap-da-ba-di-da, bi-da-da-do-da, yap-da-do-da, la-da-da, ya, la-da-da-do. There's some hee-haw, hillbilly, podunk folks all around. If you hear me yee-haw, you might be smoking too many rounds. I like to listen to the ocean and feel the sand. Well, there are gangsters and there are gangstas, you understand. All I am is a prankster, but my mind's wide open. Yeah, my humor is my power. You can tell that to Uncle Sam. I just keep my head dreaming. I just keep my feet moving. Revolution.
My main influence these days are probably bluegrass, and I don't know. I like rock. I like a little bit of jazz, swinging stuff. I like everything. Anything that makes your feet tap, pretty much.
Angus Young.
Yeah, Angus
She
Young.
just-
I'm gonna marry
She
Angus
falls
Young
over for
someday.
Angus Young.
Either him or Bonnie Raitt.
It's so
Either
funny.
one is okay with me.
I do remember the first song I sang live, and it was TLC, No Scrubs. So if that gives you an idea of how weird we are in our tastes in music. Gosh, I love some Billy Strings. I still listen to some oldies like Sippy Wallace and Mother Maybelle and all that stuff. Grateful Dead. So inspirations everywhere.
I love metal music. I love Tool. I love 9 Inch Nails. But I like the Grateful Dead. I love Dolly Parton. I really look up to Bette Midler. So, I mean,
Definitely a theme of variety here. Like when I was young, the first thing my dad always listened to bluegrass and gospel, but like the first thing I really remembered being mine was Nirvana. And then, so I went through those stages, and then later on got into other types of heavy metal or progressive fusion and jazz, and then I went to school and got into classical music and world music. And so yeah, it's definitely variety is our theme here.
We're a musical bouquet.
We just have fun.
2, 3, 4. I'm not the kind of girl who likes to sit around. When I'm not on the clock, I'm out on the town, and that's how I've always been up till now. I'm not the kind
with the hippy dippy side of it. We're all about kindness. So if you come to our show, you're going to have a good time. And, we just want to, there's not enough kind people in the world. So we just want to have fun and get to know all of our fans that are there.
This song I wrote way back last century, way into the last century. My first trip down to New Orleans and the general area, and I went to Lafayette, and it's a life changer. Let me tell you. I heard Zydeco music, which is kind of a cross between Cajun and R&B. They got the drums, the accordions, the fiddles, the triangles, the electric guitars, everything you'd want up there. And so I wrote this song called Lafayette. Un, deux, trois. Well, back when I was traveling in the state of Louisiana, I went to Lafayette. I had more fun than I could stand. Everyone came out to dance when the work was done, to the sweet sound of the fiddle and the accordion. Oh, I'm about as far as I can get from the town of Lafayette. How I wish that I could go back where they play that Zydeco, where they have those Cajun bands and they do that crazy dance. Oh! Well, that was back some years ago. Now I'm in Seattle, and you all can hear how I miss that Cajun fiddle. When I go out on the town, almost every Friday, I never hear that fiddle sound so sweet, no so slidey. I'm about as far as I can get from the town of Lafayette. How I wish that I could go back where they play that Zydeco, where they have those Cajun bands and they do that crazy dance. I won't forget that first time I heard the Jour de Blanc. I thought I was in heaven. Oh, I danced away past dawn. Now sometimes I close my eyes and start to sway a little. My friends will shake their heads and say,
Drop your mind to the Cajun fiddle.
oh, I'm about as far as I can get from the town of Lafayette. How I wish that I could go back where they play that Zydeco, where they have those Cajun bands and they do that crazy dance. Great finale there. Clunk. Whatever. So that's our songs.
So that's us. Thank you. Bye.
That's us. Sugarbeats.